Not a tilt to just your radio.
This your boy.
You're about to enter the Jay Stevens Radio Show. Bringing you real radio as we discuss real issues and have real interviews presenting radio with a purpose.
This your boy.
And without further ado, I present to you
Your boy Jay Stevens.
What's up, everybody? You got it locked on Jay Stevens Radio. I'm your boy Jay Stevens. We in the building with my main man, my dude, my longtime barber, Kev. What's up, baby?
What up, dog?
What's good with you?
Man, over here, man. Working
Working hard.
over here.
Cutting them heads.
Working over here.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Now, before we get into this interview, you know I got to ask you a question because everybody that know Kev in Cleveland know that you from EC, and there's something about you EC people, no matter where y'all live in the country, y'all represent East Cleveland. What's up with that?
You know, well, East Cleveland's one of a kind, man. We're really a community, man. Real community, man. It fell up. At one time, we know each other. It's only a 4-mile square in the first play of the city, so everybody know each other. It was only three schools, and I mean, it was one high school, one junior high, and 6 elementary schools. So we all from them elementary schools went to one junior high and one high school. So we all knew each other. We practically brothers and sisters, man.
Right. And I mean, that's one thing about East Cleveland. No matter where I go, if I see some people from Cleveland, I've met people in LA. Like, yeah, you from Cleveland? I'm like, yeah. Like, man, I'm from East Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be rocking y'all EC against the world shirts and all that good stuff. East Cleveland is definitely in the building, so we give a shout out to East Cleveland. But let's get into it, man. So I got a question to ask you, which is the important question of the day. Why a barber?
Well, it's God's plan. First of all, it's God's plan. Second of all, it's my gift, and I'm going to use it to the best of my ability. And third, let's get the money.
Get the money. It's a God-given gift. And you finna say fourth. What's fourth?
Well, I'm going to put that in front of third, man. I like to make people happy, man. So, if that's one of the things that make people happy, man, I'm all for it, man.
Some people, you said, is your God-given gift. So that means you tapped into your talent of being a barber. Is being a barber something that you always wanted to do?
I can't really say that. I can say when God gives you a talent, He makes sure you tap into where you got your assignment.
Mm-hmm.
And He wanted me to be a barber, and I happen to like it.
Okay.
To go with my personality. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just perfect.
So how long have you been cutting?
15 years professional. Before that, since I was 14.
Okay, let's go back to the very first cut that you did. Do you remember the very first client that you had? The person that you tried on their head?
Yeah, one of my dudes, man. We definitely had a crew in the neighborhood like everybody else. We'd be in the basement. We'd be in the basement tripping, listening to rap, listening to, Compton's Most Wanted, you know what I'm saying? And talking stuff. They got their 40s and stuff. They got their 40 ounces. We was living fast, man. But they got their 40 ounces. I didn't drink at the time. I just happened to just have some clippers one day and said, you want to cut? You want to cut? Everybody, whatever, because nobody got no money at the time. Everybody I said, give me $2, I'll cut you. You know what I'm saying? The first haircut, it's going to always be a chili bowl. Chili bowls is probably the most popular cut back in the day.
Yes, it was. For those of you young people that don't know what a chili bowl is, everybody was cutting when the chili bowl was out. I was cutting when the chili bowl was out. All you had to do was put on a fitted and then just line it up evenly all the way around there, boy.
Nobody realized they had a chili bowl, though.
Right, because it was the style.
It was just cool. It was just a cut. Cut as a cut. People didn't understand it. Nowadays, you better have something clean. Back then, chili bowl was the style.
Seeing the industry, because everything that we know in life goes full circle. Do you see chili bowls coming back?
Chili bowls ain't never coming back. They ain't never come back. They go, but only way they stay in. Only way they stay in is off a laugh. Well, at the beginning.
But I don't know. I see the flat tops coming back. Flat tops was in the 80s, early 90s, and we was like, man, that'll never come back. Now we see people getting the flat tops.
All that can come back, man. But the blend ain't never gonna let the chili bowl come back.
Okay.
The blend ain't gonna let it come back.
I remember my first cut, man. Not my first cut. The first cut that my dude did on me, it was a fade. Fades was definitely way harder than chili bowls, and it took this dude like 2.5 hours. It was a Friday night. We supposed to go to a party. It took him 2.5 hours to give me my very first haircut. How long did it take you to get your first fade?
I don't even remember. You know, I don't even remember. I probably, the first fade. Well, you know what? Okay, maybe 40 minutes or something. Because when you're doing a fade, you trying to, particular. You're trying to like make sure everything perfect, but then definitely ain't gonna be perfect when you first start doing it. So it's gonna take a while because you wanna be comfortable with the cut before the person in the chair be comfortable.
Is cutting an art?
Definitely, it's an art. It's the same thing as people when they drawing. It's how you see stuff. You see stuff different. How a person should look. Sometimes you don't want to just do what you want to do in nobody's head, but it's still it would go with their face, go with their, you know what I'm saying? That's stuff like that. So it's definitely an art.
It's funny you said that because my wife has complained about different stylists that she's went to where she said, I want my hair cut like this. Don't cut past this point. But then the person has cut past that point. And she actually kind of liked it afterwards. Yeah. Is that how you roll? Is that the vision that you have when you cutting that head?
Yeah, and people don't understand that, but some people still want the way they want it, and you got to respect it because that's their money and that's the way they want it. But I'd be like, well, like this is a little bit better than sometimes certain things people trying to do. If you try to do it, sometimes you have to do it this way if you're trying to get to this look. Like some people get fade all the time. They always want taper. But they want the waves too. I said they want the waves all the way around. I said people stop getting taper sometimes. Let the waves. You want all the way around. Let the waves go because if you keep getting tapers, you're knocking the pattern off.
Right.
So just get what you want. You want both, okay? But then you ain't gonna. Sometimes you're not gonna always get the waves all the way around the way because every time it cuts the pattern when you blend it to it.
See, what you're talking about is something that took you years of experience to understand this.
Yeah.
So you got the vision for everybody that's sitting down in your chair. Do they feel like, man, this guy know what he's doing?
You know what? Yes, they do, man. Even the ones that probably no. I'm gonna say even some of my clients even said it to me like, when I see when you get in my chair, you already know where to go. You don't have to do all that. Once you tell you this, and I say, yeah. Once I tell you one thing, you already know what to do. And you gotta look at the cut before you cut it.
Okay.
And if you got experience or trying to, you really gotta be into it. A lot of people don't be into it. A lot of barbers don't be into it. They just like want to cut, and no, you gotta already see the cut before you put it in there.
So that's that passion. So you got a passion to cut people's hair because in order to see something, so you like Picasso on somebody's head.
It's definitely the vision. That's why I'm able to now be done with your haircut quicker than other people. Mm-hmm. I already know what you want. I already know what it's going to look like. I already know what guard I'm about to use. I know what blade I'm about to use. And that goes with time.
Right.
That goes with time, definitely. So, that's it.
Okay. So, you seeing the cut before they sit down, because some people just experience, they were like, man, I know I'm going to be in this chair for about a half hour, 45 minutes. But when you done in 15, 20 minutes, have people be like, hey, dog, you done that fast? And then when they see the mirror, they're like, oh, I'm coming back.
It's a pro and con with that. Because some people look at you trying to rush on their heads. I let people know, no, this is what I do.
Because some people have done that.
Yeah.
You go to some barbers and you like, dude, you just trying to get to your next client, but you're not taking your time on my head.
Yeah, they think you're trying to rush them out. And I tell them like, no, I train myself for this. This is what I do. I can really get you out a nice cut in 15 to 20 minutes, and and you won't be feeling like I rushed you out. But if you feel like I rushed you out, that's only because you're used to other barbers taking this long in your head.
Right.
You feel like you want to relax, but you can still relax around me because I'm easy to get along with. You can sit down, we can have a party around here.
Because the barbershop is, for a man, barbershop is a zen. Yeah. Barbershop is the place, I'm about to go up in this spot and I'm about to chill for about a good hour and a half.
Boom.
Do people chill after they get their cut?
A lot of my clients do. Even sometimes I keep them hostage on purpose, and they wind up liking being hostage. Even you sometimes.
But I like the atmosphere.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Know, I love the atmosphere. I love the conversation. Because we're going to talk about everything.
Yeah, and that's why when you bring in the, when you bring in the atmosphere, a lot of my clients, they realize that I'm not rushing them out of the chair. Take them a minute. And that I still want you to stay here. Just relax. Just let me keep doing what I'm doing. You feel like you're in the chair still. Now, if you want to get in the chair and fall asleep, so that's a whole different story.
Right.
Well, I'm not that barber that you just come just fall asleep. You come to get a haircut, you get you in,
and
get you a nice one, get you out of here. Because you got them days where you want to get in, get out. I can't be. I don't know what day you trying to do. If you're trying to get in today or you trying to get out today, I don't know. You can't be you flipping on me.
Right.
You know exactly. What I'm saying? I don't know.
Exactly. I feel that. So now the big thing now, man, I got to say this before we go any further with the interview. The big thing now is the men wanting hair pieces or hair weaves or, filling in that receding hairline or filling in them bald spots. Have you had anybody request that?
One guy, but I haven't. I want to do it. I want to try it. Somebody that really want to do it. And I was gonna go to a class. I guess I forgot his name. He's in New York. He does them, and I think his class like $500. I forgot. I gotta research it again. But I really was gonna try to go there and come back here and bring in something new and see if somebody want to do it.
So as a barber, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about men saying, "Hey man, go ahead and put that in for me real quick." You know what I'm saying? I got the bald spots. Make me feel new.
If I know what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Oh, it's getting done.
Okay. Oh, we got to laugh at that because we never thought that we'd come to a day when men wanted weaves. Because that's what it is. It's men with weaves. I've seen the social media videos. You've seen the social media videos.
Everybody wearing wigs now. Even the men.
So like, you got the full brush 360 waves, but it's full weave. Right. I mean, but that's the world that we live in. Mm-hmm. So you've transitioned from being in the full shop with 6, 7, 8 different barbers in one spot into a spot that was just you. What made you make that decision to say, man, I'm going from a spot where I could get tons of walk-in or the atmosphere with 8 different barbers into a place where it's just me?
Because it's the personal level, man. A lot of these days, a lot of clients want, it's more intimate. It's more, people will feel more that you trying to, the customer service, man. They feel more better than the same old. It's just it turned to something new, but then it got to being regular. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Maybe at the same time, I don't know. Maybe just something. It was just something, man. It just had to happen, man.
I mean, because when I came, I saw it as a level of professionalism that I had never seen before. Because most shops is a shop with 4 to 6 to 10 different barbers, and the atmosphere is just crazy. Not just crazy like I ain't never come back in, but it's just crazy. But to come to your spot where it's just one chair, it's just an atmosphere of cool cats coming to kick it, to talk about whatever.
And that's what happens, man. I like the one energy, man. The energy that I had. There's not a lot of different energies, and then I don't have to really watch too much what I say. Everybody know what I'm saying, what I'm talking about, what we talking about, how we fun about. Mostly, it seems like people are more comfortable with this now, and I am too. I got so used to it. I don't mind. And like I said, I work for it too. My clientele is still there. My barber teacher always told me, like, all you need is 50 people. I'll surpass the 50 people. And at the same time, I ain't never too good. You're going to lose, you're going to win some, you're going to lose some, it don't matter. I want energy around me. Because a lot of different energies causes a lot of different stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
And I've been in the shops with all that, and I don't like to be around that. Shops have changed in the last 10 years.
Okay.
Shops have changed to the streets these days.
Right.
They're taking the old. They didn't took the old out, and the new style is actually a risk in these barber shops, man. Everybody ain't talking about the same. You got different stuff going on, but that's one of the reasons why, definitely why I left and started doing my own thing. But again, it wasn't my plan. It's just that I started seeing it like that. And God Almighty said, that's how we're going to do it. I need you over here to take
So,
care of my people.
is that the wave of the future? It's the whole, I got my shop, it's just me in here. Is that the wave of the future?
Have you been looking around? Look around. A lot of these lofts, people doing it more. They're doing it so much now. People building them for people having personal lofts for beauty specialists and barber specialists. Because of that, people demanding it now. Mm-hmm. In the last 7 years, people really been demanding it, and it's going more and more. Now women are going to do it more. A lot of it's.
Because I noticed up in the loft, it was more salons than it was barbers.
It's never
there were more hairstylists than barbers.
It's not a lot of barbers doing it because the barbers, they want to remain on stage. Mm-hmm. That's how men are. They want to remain on stage. Barbers ain't with other men. That's just people scared to step on their own too. So I don't know.
So the grind. So going from a shop where you just had to pay booth rent to going to a one spot loft. Now you in charge of everything. So what do you say to the barbers that's maybe fresh out of school that got the vision of I want a barbershop or I want my own studio? Is it a process to say don't just jump from school to owning you a barbershop? You better take some time, build your clientele.
Build your clientele. Learn from other.
Learn your art.
Learn from other barbers. You got to learn from other barbers. There's no wrong with you. Got to go to be in a shop with other barbers. They know more. A lot of them know more than you. You got to listen, learn. And you learn what not to do. Okay. It's more of learning what not to do and how you run just when you about to do it something, you know what I'm saying? When you about to step on your own. So it's definitely a process. You can't just go out here and do that and say, and then don't get me wrong, there's people that be in their basements that have been doing it for a long time. Mm-hmm. If they start to go to school and go get a shop, one-man shop, do that stuff, that'll be all good because they've been doing it for so long. They already had their clientele.
They already had the clientele.
Yeah.
Right.
But new guys, the people that aren't sure, don't know a lot, you can never stop learning from them. You can always got to learn from somebody, man. It's people that know what they're doing. I'm still learning other barbers that I watch on Instagram across the country. It's some professionalism going on around here.
Okay. So you said something that I want to tap into. Instagram. Is social media changing the whole game when it comes to barbers?
Yes, it is.
How is it changing the game? How is social media changing the game for barbers? I mean, is it changing it in a good way or is it changing it in a bad way?
It can be good and bad. Definitely good. If you just depends on what you choose to follow and what you choose to let in. A good way because advertisement is free.
Okay.
I feel like if you're on Instagram 24 hours a day, you got to be a fool not to taking advantage of it instead of taking it for granted. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's free. Yeah, you can really promote yourself. So
so Instagram, especially Instagram over Facebook. Instagram is free promotions of your cut. So you broadcasting all your cut, hashtagging it, and whatever you do, connecting with the different people. Now, has Instagram got you new customers from people who've seen your cuts?
Instagram got me many customers from that. On tacked on what I already had.
Mm-hmm. Real talk. Yeah. That's why I started coming to you. I seen you do, shout out to my man Drico. I seen you do Drico's cut. I'm like, man, who is this dude, man, that be having my boy Crispy? And then I started coming and I understood why. Now, one thing that you do that sets you apart that I want to ask you what made you start doing it was you reenact old movies and turn them into 60-second barber clips. Like you've reenacted Belly, New Jack City, Paid in Full, Juice, different movies you've reenacted, took scenes that people would know and changed it into a barber. What made you start doing that?
Well, my clients, that's what I do is watch movies in the shop. Remember my room probably was my studio was no more than 100 feet.
It was like a jail cell.
it was definitely a CB4 called the CB20. We just watch watch movies. Movies of the '90s. That's classics. And we just be watching, laughing, tripping out. And one day I just was like, I called Drake, like, man, let's do this same, man. Let's make it be funny, this same old little thing, but let's make it to a barber thing, though.
Now,
And
what was the first one? Menace to Society?
No,
what was the first
it was
one?
Belly.
Belly was the first one.
Yeah, we were just tripping, having some fun. That was just me, you know what I'm saying? It just worked out. The first time we did it, it worked out. It was so funny. And then about Drake being one of the he the best. He made it look so cold.
Right, like it was real, like it was a real movie.
Yeah. It just took off from there. But we were just having fun. We don't put too much into it. We just. I learned. I just say a few lines. It'll just show up. I don't even write them up. I wrote up a couple of them. Otherwise, they just come up and then we just do it. We laugh, trip out, and that's it. And it just blew from there. Like people really been liking it, whatever.
So people just request like, "Hey, you should do a clip from this movie. You should do a clip from that movie."
And people just be laughing. People just keep people laughing. I start liking, and it just. Like I said, Rico's skills, man, it make it even more better. You know what I'm saying? Because he know how to make it more authentic.
Right.
On original on my side. You know what I'm saying?
Because I remember when you guys did the paid in full car scene, and he actually recorded you saying your part, and then recorded what was his name in the movie?
Makai.
You was Makai Pfeiffer part, but then he recorded Will Harris part, like you actually was talking to him.
Man, that's how good he is.
That was so cold.
He know how to. He put me in the car with the movie with him. Actually, I'm gonna repost that today.
And that was a good one. That was a good one. And now I don't see anybody else doing it.
No,
so have you seen somebody else start doing it? Because if so, you the first person that started it.
What people have to look at, if you look at people doing, they didn't even did it, even the whole, for real, even the whole. The picture of Rico, you know what I'm saying? Rico wasn't even advertising his stuff. What's his name? Tyree Turner. He wasn't even advertising that what's his name for a while. When I started doing the boy started putting his wig on. And I started going to his page. He started respecting what other people was doing. Kev, my dude Kev, he seen and my other dude, they was sending me, so like, look at these dudes. And
the quality not even the same.
The quality was not the same, man, at all, man. Not at all, man. But he was still liking it. I was just like, that's crazy, man. They was seeing it, but they would never let me know they seen it or liked it. So
yeah.
It's cool. Like I said, I was having fun, man. I wasn't trying to,
So being a pioneer in it, that it definitely sets you apart from other barbers. Now, not only do you do the movie scenes, the movie clips, but you also just always putting out a new promotional video. Yeah. So all this kind of stuff, all this kind of traffic that you putting on social media, on Instagram, and it's strolling through people's timelines, that traffic is bringing actual traffic into the shop.
Yes, it is. Yep, bringing a lot of stuff, opportunities. I mean, people be coming to do other stuff too, though. You know, people that's doing this, doing that, and promotional stuff. People just. It's open doors. People trying to figure out, like, who is this guy asking? Like, who is this guy? Well, I'm just a black barber from East Cleveland. You know what I'm saying?
See, did y'all peep that? Y'all see, he said East Cleveland, right?
Yeah, I'm just a black barber from East Cleveland. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to East Cleveland. Shout out to East Cleveland. We got to shout out East Cleveland.
Though.
Y'all see, we sitting up here in this shop, and he got these Shaw Cardinal chairs. If you know anything about Kev, you know Shaw is in the building. So I'm going to give Shaw a shout out today.
Yeah, these are called starter chairs.
Starter chairs with the Shaw Cardinal stuff on there. So, we got clients coming in, man, and I appreciate the interview. So what is the future looking like for Kev?
It's looking bright. I've been blessed. He's been sending the right people, and God knows what he got for me. But I know I'm gonna keep looking up and keep going, because I still gonna represent my family and him. I'm representing him, my family, me, and he did bless me. So, and whatever I ask for, he gives it to me anyway.
Right.
So, and I don't even ask for much.
Mm-hmm. Now, what you do, man, do it ever feel like work?
It don't never feel like work. I like it. I love it. I love making people happy, making people smile, making people feel good about themselves. Cause I feel good about myself. I don't like to be. I don't like no one to see nobody miserable. Not even myself. And even when I'm miserable, I try to clean myself up, get back up quick. I just don't like that stuff.
So is that real? Like, do a cut make a person confident? Just be like, man, I'm about to conquer the world today when they get out your chair.
Yes, it do. It's a lot of people that would call my phone, text me like, hey, man, whatever you did,
do it again.
Do it again, man. He got that certain girl, certain people. That must have been his day. Or that make people feel they get, make them feel better about themselves or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They might not realize it do sometimes, but when they're whatever happens in their life, whether it turned around for them, they realize they had in their mind, and that's what it's supposed to do. I mean, it's supposed to make you feel good at one point. And he's like that was just that helped them out. You know what I'm saying? So they come in here happy again. Give me another one of those.
Right. So good cuts bring customers in repeatedly.
For sure.
For sure. Well, we're going to get on out of here, man. Y'all been listening to my main man, Kev, right here on J. Stevens Radio. Before we get out of here, I need you to shout out your Instagram, your Facebook, so people can follow you. What's that good stuff?
My Instagram is EC_tribe_founder. My name is Kevin Downey. That's on Facebook. Hey, follow me. I'll follow you back.
And if they need cuts, if anybody said, man, I'm about to start going to this dude, where your shop located? How can they get in contact with you?
They can get in contact with me with 216-254-2289. I'm actually in Mayfield. I'm on Mayfield Heights, 6112. What is the zip code?
See right there. That's he getting old.
44124. 44124.
All right, so
in case you didn't know.
And what's the name of it? What's the name of the shop?
It's called Royals, man. 2-man show.
2-man show.
But the sign is up there right now. It's about to come down in case you ride through it now. It's called LaMarco's. Ain't no LaMarco's over here.
Okay.
LaMarco gone.
So there it is. Royals Barber. So there it is, man. We got it locked in with my main man, Kev. We appreciate y'all. Listen, as usual, I'm your boy, Jay Stevens. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and on Facebook at J Stevens Radio Show. Also on Twitter at JS Radio Show. I'm your boy, Jay Stevens. We out of here. Deuces.